What is going on, beautiful people? Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to another brief overview of a dope game. I'm your host, BouseFeenux, and today we're taking a look at a game that's holding me over until the much-anticipated release of Shadow Warrior 2. This is Hard Reset Redux, developed by Flying Wild Hog. Let's take a look at it. So let's set the stage for this game. It's a little far into the future, and mankind as we know it has come perilously close to extinction through fighting the beings that we know only as the machines. Now I know, they're definitely not getting any points for originality here, but bear with me. As a last-ditch effort, they've walled themselves off in the last megacity known to man, which is called Bezor, whose walls are constantly under siege by these mechanical horrors, until eventually the barrier protecting the city is breached and these monstrosities pour through. Now enter our hero, Major Fletcher, a soldier of the CLN, which is a corporation designated with the task of protecting the city. Now, believe me, I know, the story is a little campy and kind of reads like an 80s sci-fi flick, but that's not where the game shines. Hard Reset is a corridor shooter reminiscent of games like Doom, Serious Sam, or Painkiller. It's basically you, a big gun, and a bunch of bullets versus the hordes of twisted robot enemies that stand between you and the end of the game. The combat in this game is fast-paced and frenetic, and if you set the difficulty high enough, Hard Reset is actually a very challenging game. As far as weapons go, your death-dealing tools of the trade come in three forms. You've got the more conventional assault rifle type weapon, a more sci-fi-esque plasma rifle type weapon, and with the addition of Hard Reset Redux, this badass energy katana, because who doesn't want to chop up a bunch of robots with an energy sword? The fun doesn't stop there though, because with each weapon, you'll have the opportunity to attach different modules to them through gaining experience points that allow your weapons to function in different ways. For example, your assault rifle can turn into a shotgun, grenade launcher, or rocket launcher, among other things, and the plasma rifle has some neat little mechanics as well. Overall, there's enough weapon variety here to keep things interesting and give you various ways to approach different situations, and the light RPG mechanic of grabbing XP to modify your weapons gives you a sense of progression that's more than enough to keep you hooked. Taking a look at the environments, I feel like Flying Wild Hog did a fantastic job of rendering a dark, gritty cyberpunk city. The whole game feels strongly inspired by fantastic old-school titles like System Shock, and I have no mouth and I must scream. As a quick note, and an effort to avoid any confusion for you guys, there are actually two versions of this game out right now. You have the original Hard Reset and Hard Reset Redux. I highly recommend getting Hard Reset Redux as it's basically the definitive edition of the game and comes with the updated game mechanics, weapons, graphics, and all of the DLC from the older version of the game. And lastly, my final thoughts on this game. Hard Reset Redux is a no-brainer if you're into cyberpunk-themed shooters. The combat is fun and engaging, the visuals are pretty fantastic for a game as old as this, and there's enough weapon variety to keep things fresh throughout the game. Hard Reset also doesn't overstay its welcome, and you can complete it in around 7 hours or so, but if you're a completionist that likes to find all the hidden nooks and crannies in a level, of which there are a ton, you can tack a few extra hours on that. On the negative side of things, the story is a little weak, and traditional in-game cutscenes have been replaced by lightly animated, minimalistic comic strips, which kind of makes you feel like you're seeing a storyboard. Some people like this kind of thing, but I'm not really a huge fan because I feel like it makes the story a bit hard to follow. Additionally, fighting through hordes of enemies can feel like a slog after a while if you're playing this game in large chunks, but honestly, I'm splitting hairs here. At the end of the day, blowing robots to pieces is a pretty fantastic way to spend an afternoon, and if you're looking to scratch your Shadow Warrior itch before Shadow Warrior 2 is released this fall, then look no further. This is the game for you. That's gonna do it for me today though, folks, as we take a look at Flying Wild Hog's Hard Reset Redux. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to support this video with a like down below. Also, if you're new here, consider subscribing. I put out new videos daily, and there's always something to talk about on this channel. Until next time though, I'm BouseFeenux, I'll see you at the next video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.